UFC 323 ignited Las Vegas with a night packed full of high stakes, historic potential, and pure chaos. Inside T-Mobile Arena, two champions stepped into the spotlight with everything on the line. Merab Dvalishvili entered the cage chasing something no UFC fighter has ever done, a fourth successful title defense in a single calendar year. Across from him stood a familiar rival, former champion Petr Yan, determined to derail history and reclaim his place at the top. Dvalishvili came in riding a wave of dominance, having beaten Umar Nurmagomedov, choked out Sean O'Malley in their rematch, and dismantled Corey Sandhagen. His relentless pressure and endless cardio have turned him into one of the most suffocating champions in the sport. Yan, though, had rebuilt himself after a brutal skid, stacking 3 straight wins to earn this rematch. Their first fight in 2023 was one-sided, but Yan returned hungry, sharper, and desperate to avoid another setback. In the co-main event, Alexandre Pantoja continued to carve his legacy as one of the greatest flyweights of his era. Riding an 8-fight win streak, he faced 24-year-old phenom Joshua Van, a rising star who had already collected 8 UFC wins since debuting in 2023. It was experience versus youth, champion versus prodigy, with Pantoja aiming for yet another chapter in his surging title reign. The card delivered intensity from the very first bout. Jan Blachowicz and Bogdan Guskov battled to a razor-close majority draw, a result that left fans buzzing. Manuel Torres blasted Grant Dawson early with a TKO that set the tone for the prelims, while Chris Duncan followed with a slick anaconda choke over Terrence McKinney. Macy Barber earned another strong win, grinding through a tough fight with Karine Silva. Fair Ziem scored a late stoppage that pushed the crowd into a frenzy just before the main card arrived. The early prelims were chaos in fast-forward. Bruno Ferreira edged Marvin Vettori in a gritty catchweight fight. Jalen Turner overwhelmed Edson Barboza with a blistering first-round TKO. Iwo Baranuski landed a clean knockout on Ibo Aslan, and Mansour Abdulmalik needed barely a minute to finish Antonio Trocoli with a guillotine. Myron Santos opened the night with a third-round TKO that set the pace for what would become one of the most electric cards of the year. Everything built toward the 2 title fights, with history threatening to be rewritten. Dvalishvili's machine-like pace, Yan's sharpened precision, Pantoja's championship grit, and Van's fearless rise all collided, creating a night that felt like a turning point for multiple divisions. UFC 323 wasn't just another event, it was a showcase of legacy, redemption, and the relentless pursuit of greatness.